Hello and welcome. I'm Sye, and today I'm here to ask a question. But first, a title: Vegans Hating Vegans. Question: Are you vegan? How do you know you're vegan? Maybe you're not good enough to be a vegan. Maybe you're not qualified to call yourself a vegan. Now, how do I know you might not be qualified? Because recently I posted a video. The name of the video: The Vegan Diet, Do You Need to Prove, or Do You Need Science to Prove It Works? Now, this was a pro-vegan video, but I'm assuming another vegan who wrote this about my post. It's not a diet, it's a lifestyle. If you don't want to protect the animals and protest for their lives, then please call it plant-based, not vegan. So, based upon what this person says, I'm not vegan enough and I should call myself plant-based because I'm not protesting for the animals' lives. Although I am protesting for the animals' lives in the sense that I don't eat them. And I don't only not eat animals, but I originally became vegan for health reasons, but now I don't eat animals because I don't want to kill them and I don't promote them being used for food or for anything else for that matter. Now, that being said, a few years ago when I used to let myself eat dairy products sometimes, I decided specifically that I didn't want to allow myself to do that anymore, specifically because I wanted to go all the way vegan and not promote young cows or baby dairy cows being used for veal. So I made a specific choice to protect animals through my choices, yet somehow somebody has assumed that I'm not vegan enough to call myself vegan because they are saying that I am not, that I don't want to protect the animals and protest for their lives. So please call myself plant-based. Now, I'm just going to give you the definition of vegan from the Vegan Society. I'm going to assume that the Vegan Society has a really good idea of what a vegan is. So here is their definition of vegan: a philosophy and way of living which seeks to exclude, as far as is possible and practicable, all forms of exploitation and cruelty to animals for food, clothing, or any other purpose, and by extension promotes the development and use of animal-free alternatives for the benefit of humans, animals, and the environment. In dietary terms, it denotes the practice of dispensing with all products derived wholly or partly from animals. So, by that definition, I am a vegan. So why do vegans want to hate on other vegans? I don't understand. Now, when I'm looking out at the world and I'm seeing people who are not vegan, first of all, I remember that one time I was not vegan. And I look at those people and I don't hate them at all because I realize that they don't understand why somebody would want to be vegan. Now, as an example of a person being vegan, a lot of people say they are happy that I did not judge them because that allowed them to become open to a different way of eating, which has opened them up to the possibility of maybe sometime in their lives becoming vegan or at least moving in that direction, which is definitely promoting a vegan lifestyle and definitely is in defense of animals. And now, like some other vegans, maybe I'm not an animal worshiper. For example, I know lots of vegans who believe that we should protect animals at all costs, but that we should allow for people to have abortions and even encourage abortions. And for me personally, I believe that abortion is worse than killing animals. And there's multiple reasons that I believe that, but if that makes me, I mean, it doesn't make me not vegan, but for some people, they would see me as an enemy of vegans because I don't agree with their specific vegan religious ideology. Now, do I think it's good to protect animals? Of course I do. That's why, or one of the biggest reasons why I don't eat animals anymore. I also think it feels good and it seems healthy to eat vegan, to eat a vegan diet as opposed to eating a vegan. But I also think that it's good to also like the other people around me, and the same way that I don't hate lions because they eat other animals, I'm not going to hate other people who still eat animals. Maybe they won't eat animals eventually, and I don't really have any control over that. It's not up to me how they choose. The only thing I can do is be an example of somebody who does something the way that I do it, and by doing that, somebody can look at me and they can decide if they like me, first of all, and then maybe they want to know something more about how I live, and possibly they'll be opened up to that idea. Now, for the people who are the hardcore vegan activists, meaning people that stand out on the streets and show their signs and call people murderers who eat animals, there is a place for you. Just like there is a place for people who stand in front of abortion clinics with their signs that say "Stop killing babies." You are in the same place. You are an activist for your cause. I wouldn't consider myself an activist. Although I am against abortion, I don't stand in front of abortion clinics with a sign. And although I am a vegan, I don't stand outside with a sign, "Stop killing and murdering animals." Although I think it would be a good idea if we let the animals be and we didn't use them for food. And that being said, as I have said in other videos before, I can't prove that it's more healthy to eat a vegan diet. The only thing that I can prove is that I can be healthy eating a vegan diet. And in addition to that, I don't feel like I want to make enemies of anybody at all. Why would I want to make enemies of people? Now, if somebody were to be in front of me and to viciously, or to in any way try to harm another person, or a dog for that matter, then I would come to the defense of that animal or that person, because I think it's wrong to abuse beings of all kinds. And I wouldn't stand there and watch somebody to do it. Just like I don't work on a farm that slaughters animals because I don't believe and I don't support that practice. Now, there are people overseas and other places killing people, and I don't support that either, but that is going on, and I don't hate the people who are involved in it, because I understand that our world is in a state where that's the way that things are, and I have learned to accept that things are the way they are, and that I can only change myself. So, as far as vegans hating vegans, I think you should rethink that stance. And maybe you should at least, you don't have to accept that people, you don't have to like it that people eat animals, but when somebody else is a vegan, you should just say, hey, this is somebody who's on the same team as me, instead of trying to isolate them out of your group and out of your community and go against your own cause. So that's my message for the vegans hating vegans. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave your comments below and subscribe if you like this video, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.